Moi, je vais mettre une chaise rouge.
I feel like I'm writing a song. One day I will come to. I had it in my head that I was going to ask you all where you were from, but that's obviously not going to happen. So.
Bon, bonsoir. On revient sur la WebTV des Charrues pour la conférence de presse des Cures, un des concerts les plus attendus du festival. Je vais juste poser 2-3 questions et après je vais vous laisser la parole. Juste peut-être pour commencer, lui demander ce que ça lui fait de revenir 10 ans après et s'il a quelques souvenirs de son passage aux Charrues. Robert, have you any memories of the gig you did 10 years ago in this festival?
They've been wiped out by this one. They have been wiped out by this one. This is much, much better.
Alors là, j'ai un problème, c'est que je n'entends pas vraiment de sonorité. Vous entendez bien devant? Alors, ce qui serait bien, c'est qu'il y ait quelqu'un devant qui fasse la traduction pour moi. Je peux juste poser les questions, mais je n'entends pas ses réponses.
Is that me?
Yeah, so sorry. Yeah.
So how's everyone else hearing me then? That.
Okay. So tell us about the new guitarist, the alchemy in the band. Does that changed with the new guitarist?
With Reeves, I think that the heart of the band is essentially the same. I think that for the last 15 years, it's probably me and Simon and Jason that have pulsed at the heart of the band. I think Reeves has added a fantastic dimension to what we do. He's replaced Paul, who I felt was probably irreplaceable, and Reeves is maybe one of the very few guitarists. In fact, he's the only guitarist I know that could take the place of Paul. And having Roger back has also allowed us to become what I think is like the best lineup of The Cure is like a 5-piece lineup with keyboards and another guitarist. So I feel like dancing.
C'était un des rares guitaristes qui pouvait prendre la place.
You can just do this on Google though. You don't need to translate it, do you?
Oui, mais yeah, I think I won't translate and I hope. J'espère que vous allez comprendre parce qu'en fait j'ai beaucoup de mal à entendre ces réponses. Donc on va juste poser des questions. How was it to play with Lol again?
Who asked that?
Me. Oh, Lydie said it.
Do you think they want to know about how it's only Liddy wants to know?
No, I don't think so. No. I'm sure everyone wants to know.
I think it's one of those things when you work with anyone and you have an emotional connection. It's very nice if you fall out to like get back with them again years and years later. It was lovely playing with Lol again. He loved it. We loved it. It was a one-off thing. This is about last year. We did a thing called Reflections that was. It's totally fucking irrelevant. This is the worst fucking. I can't.
Je vais peut-être vous passer la parole. Est-ce que quelqu'un a des questions à poser? Oui, ton nom?
En anglais?
Oui, vas-y, fais.
Last year, when you left the stage in London and the Royal Albert Hall, you say, "See you for the next 3." So, would the project of playing live the next 3 album take the light of the day sometime?
If you believed everything I said, you'd be like, no. Well, it gave me the idea of playing some of the old songs on this summer, like the like playing Banana Fish Bones and The Top and Shake the Shake, and it was like so I've got it in my mind that it would be nice to play, like to make the next trilogy, but I haven't even finished editing Reflections, so. But what is the next one? It'll be The Top, Head on the Door and Kiss Me. It'll be a great concert. We'll do it, but I'm not sure when, and it's like.
J'avais une question à propos du style musical. Dans les années, au tout début des années 90, il y a eu un album qui a été conçu par les Cures qui s'appelait Remixed. Est-ce que pourquoi les Cures n'ont pas suivi cette vision de la musique avec l'apparition des Chemical Brothers qui faisait justement arriver l'électro dans le rock? Pourquoi n'ont-ils pas perduré dans ce style musical?
In the 90s, when you did the album Remix, at the same time Chemical Brothers was starting electro, and you was doing quite the same. Why didn't you follow in that kind of music?
Why?
Why didn't you try more electro music?
That's an impossible question. There will be a Mixed Up 2 album coming out probably this side of Christmas. Mixed Up 2, yeah. With I've given songs to groups that I really love, like Mogwai and Cranes and some other people, to remix Cure songs. So there will be because Mixed Up 1 is coming out as part of the remaster thing. I thought the best thing to do would be to have some new remasters, but rather than by producers who I think have taken over the fucking world, and it's like, it drives me insane. They're so shit that I think that groups that remix your songs, groups that you love that remix your songs, is a much more interesting idea than producers remixing your songs. So Mixed Up 2 will be our favourite bands remixing Cure songs. It's good. It'll be this Christmas, yeah. Mogwai are doing Faith. It's so good. It'll be really good. Cure fans will love it. Everyone else in the world will think, what the fuck is that? In fact, they won't even know about it. So.
Est-ce que vous pouvez dire vos noms avant de poser les questions? Il aimerait bien savoir qui pose les questions en fait.
Bonsoir, Roméo David pour I Love You. Depuis 2 ans, vous avez multiplié les collaborations avec notamment Crystal Castles ou Japanese Popstar. Avez-vous envie parfois d'aller vers d'autres univers musicaux pour le groupe ou pour vous-même?
Other things that I'm going to do. I enjoy doing in the last 18 months, I've done a lot of collaborations. 1 or 2 haven't been released yet, and I've done another couple of things just on my own. But we've got a month off between now and the next festival in Vienna, in Austria, and we will be recording. The Cure as a band with this lineup will record for the first time. But I enjoy doing things with other people. It just, I've kind of had. It's really weird that people just want us to continue. We still play like we're playing now. We're not promoting anything. We're just playing songs. It's really lovely to go on stage and play songs and just sing. It's like I fucking loved tonight. It was like really. Like the encores were just, the Kiss encore was so good to play and sing. It doesn't matter that there's nothing new tonight. We've done too many songs, I think, sometimes. When I do collaborations with people, I kind of get an insight into how they work. It all kind of feeds into my life as a musician. It's like this isn't a job for me. It's not a career. I don't worry about what we do next. When we do something next, it will be, I'll be on the defensive and say this is the best thing we've ever done, as I always say. It's but at the moment I just love the feeling in the group. I love the fact that everyone likes each other. Everyone's on stage. They look at each other. Everyone just enjoys it. It's like it's my dream actually. Like it's taken so long. There have been times in the Cure's history where we've all liked each other, and they're the best times. And at this moment, that's one of those times. So I'm just enjoying it. I don't worry about the future. I don't know if I've got a future. It's like I'm getting to the age where I can't think too far ahead.
Hi, Robert. I'm very happy to meet you. It's a dream. And I would like to know if we can hope to see you next time, maybe in 10 years, in Carré.
In 10 years?
Yeah. Why not? Or you can come back here next year if you want. But
I think the next time the Cure play in France, it will be our own shows. I think we'll come and play our own shows. The idea of this summer was it's not the right forum, but I imagined when I was young that people who are someone who sings in a group has a life that's just like, that's their life. They sing in a group, and that's their life. But as you get older, that life takes place outside of this environment. This is so fucking unreal to me. This is not my life. I feel dreadfully uncomfortable doing this. I really do. I'm not a shy person, but this is fucking mental. It's like just talking junk to a room full of people. I'm not that kind of entertainer. The idea that our lives just follow this path, which is the Cure, this is for everyone in the group. It's not true. It's like there are so many things happen, like people fall ill, families fall ill, and people die, and you kind of think none of that's in public because we're not that kind of group, but these things have to be addressed. It's like I live a life outside of the Cure. When I was young, the Cure was absolutely everything because I was young. Nothing else mattered. Like to any young person, it's like, fuck the rest of the world. But you can't do that when you get older. You can, you have the choice, and then you end up with like completely, I don't know. When I know a couple of people that have no concept of life outside what they do as art, and they're just fucked, really. One day they'll wake up and think, there is no such thing as art without life. It's like, that's the point. That feeds into what you do. And it's like, we have to address that. So we do things less and less as we grow older, but it becomes more and more to us as we grow older. It's like, to me, it's a very simple equation, but we're unfortunately maybe in a world that values youth above everything else. It's like if we have a young crowd, it's seen as like it's a great thing. Like we've got young people, and I think, well, of course we've got a young crowd because they are the same as I was when I was young. There's no difference in the emotion that the songs that we play are entirely about universal emotions. It's like, I don't know, but we're not a young band. I know we're an old band getting older, and I have to recognise that. Otherwise, my life will be just like more foolish than it already is. I don't know. It's not none of this is the right forum for me to like talk. But hopefully you get a sense of like what I mean. My life outside of this, as with everyone else in the group, there's a huge part of what we are takes place outside of the Cure. And when we're ready to do this again, we do it. At the moment, everyone's happy about doing it, but this is like 33 years or something. It's like I don't feel like if people say don't stop, you think, well, we're much nearer the end than we used to be. There will come a point when it will be the last thing we do, but I won't be sad about it because it's kind of hardwired into my head. When I was young, I did not want me to become an old person playing young songs. So as long as I can write good songs and sing them convincingly, which I did tonight in my own mind, it's good. But I've got enough people around me to tell me that it's not good. So I won't make a fool of myself, hopefully. As if this wasn't enough. I actually think I am making a fool of myself at this moment. I think I will watch this back and think, what the fuck are you talking about? How can you address a room full of people so confidently? It's fucking stupid, don't you think? It's absurd. Like,
and Robert,
but I shall continue to pretend for the next 10 minutes. Right, can you just stop filming for 1 second?
Robert, what was written on your guitar?
2012 citizens, not subjects.
What are the subjects today?
That's the other problem with doing this. The biggest problem, when in the old days, when you used to do stuff like this, it would be just the media, like in France, and you'd think, That's it. It'll be translated. There'll be subtitles saying. They'd mistranslate me saying, "Oh, subjects, not citizens. He loves the royal family." Nowadays, it's like everything's on the internet. So if I get asked the same question, I'm so fucking aware of that the same question. If there is anyone that's interested in what I've got to say, which I find extraordinary anyway, but when there are people that are interested, they will know why it says citizens, not subjects. And if they don't, then they should just fucking Google it. Yes. I am King of England. Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. No, I am. It's just that, I am. Why should I not be?
Hello,
I'm King of France too.
King of Throne.
I'm envious of France.
I am. My name is Stefan. I have a question from internet within live with us, and he asks you. I hope he's right. Huh?
You know this is live as well.
Yeah. Yes, I know it. And he says, I hope he's right. You have recently composed new title, really pop. Will you play them on stage before the end of your tour?
Yes, we will play it in Ireland. We're going to play it once and once only in Ireland on the last date of this summer, and that's it. That's going to be the version. We'll never play it again.
Oh, why?
That's art, apparently. That's me just saying something that's going to be like he was equipment failure. He was forced to play solo. Yes, they're going to play it once and once only. Yeah, that's my headline writing. Of course we're fucking not. We'll play it over and over and over and over again till it's good. We'll play it once and once only.
And another question, if I can. Mark asking you, what is the music you're listening for the moment? What are your groups you like?
What am I listening to this week?
Yeah.
Billie Holiday.
Okay, thanks for him.
She's a new artist. She's really good. You should check her out.
And about new things, do you still work on new material, new songs?
At home I do, but I'm much more fussy about why I'm doing it than I used to. I feel, when I was young, I think that everything that I did was designed to be consumed by a public. And now, as I've grown older, I'm actually weirdly content just to play things to myself, and that's it. I sometimes send Simon MP3s. I'm really wired. And so, what do you think? So eventually, we'll of course we'll do something new. But so what? It's like, I've grown out of that. I don't care when we do it. It's like, as long as it's good, it doesn't really matter.
Est-ce qu'il y a encore d'autres questions?
Oui, bonjour, Patrick Offray de Publié Hebdo.
Why are you all wearing the same vests? No, I know. Are you cycling together or something? No, pardon. Continue. Yeah.
Sorry. My question is, in Festival, you play a song called Killing Together. I ask you, is your choice to change the name of this song, and why? Can you explain the problem? If it's a problem.
Why I changed Killing an Arab to Killing Another? Last year, as I said earlier, we did some shows. We did 7 shows called Reflections, 8 shows, where we played the first album, second album, third album, and we did Killing an Arab, and I sang Killing an Arab. When we did it live a couple of nights ago, and I sing Killing Another, to me it's again, it's not the right forum, but the point, obviously, of the song is a précis of Albert Camus' book L'Étranger, and in that book, because of it's a book about essentially an existential book, but the protagonists are French and Arab, and so when I was young and I learnt French in order to read Camus and Sartre, and I had no idea that 10, 20, 30 years on I would still be answering questions about You know, to my young mind and to my old mind, the whole point of the book is about the outsider, which is like the translation of l'étranger in English, is like the other. It's about the other, and so killing another is actually a much better song than killing an Arab. If I went back, the one thing I would change about me as a young man, I would write killing another, not killing an Arab. So. This can't be right, can it?
On va avoir le temps pour 3 dernières questions.
Qu'est-ce qu'inspire les 50 ans des Rolling Stones pour les Cure? Est-ce qu'il y aura en 2030 les Cure?
You better explain that to me because I didn't quite get it.
Du coup, j'étais en train de regarder les signes à la caméra là-bas, j'ai pas du tout entendu. La question a déjà été un peu posée tout à l'heure, non? Sur s'il comptait... c'est ce que tu as demandé, en gros, comme question. Donc on va en prendre une autre. Une autre question.
Oui, bonsoir, Pierre-Emmanuel, BFM Télé. Je voulais savoir concrètement pourquoi...
It was the same question than before. You answer it. About the Cure in 10 years, what you... Yeah, another question.
Oui, donc Pierre-Emmanuel, BFM Télé. Je voulais savoir pourquoi, peut-être, pour ces 2 dates en France, ils avaient choisi justement les Vieilles Charrues et qu'est-ce qu'ils avaient ressenti, peut-être, de particulier avec ce public.
Why did you choose that festival in France and what did you feel today? What did you felt?
Well, the reason why we played festivals this summer was just to... it was very selfish, I think. It was just I wanted to go and play music with this group. It's very hard. It's actually impossible for me to explain the reasons why we haven't played since 2009. They're too... I hate it when people don't answer questions. I really hate it when people say, well, I can't tell you. But there are reasons. Like Paul, who was our guitarist, is my brother-in-law, is married to my sister. And we've had 2 years of like, you know, that's what I mean earlier about stuff goes on, life happens. And with our families, things changed. And it was impossible for the Cure to play. I didn't want the Cure to play. So when we started up again, I don't want to like go out on a tour and say like this is the new Cure. This Cure that played this summer is like me, Simon, Jason, and Roger and Reeves playing Cure songs. And if it's good and if it works and if I feel right, then we will do something else. So it's almost like me seeing how I feel about what I do. It's that selfish. It's a hugely selfish, indulgent thing, but it's worked. It's fucking great, and I think it's worked really well. And the whole group around me has responded, and they've tried to make it be the best thing that we've ever done. I think it is. I think some of the shows, I think there's 2 or 3 shows this summer have been among the best shows we've ever done, and Simon agrees with me. We've reached that point which I dream about. It's like the reason why you want to be in a group is to have that moment on stage when you're just transported to.
He asked as well, why is this special festival? Was there any reason or?
What here, Belfort?
Yeah.
Well, there's only
reason to choose.
Well, there's a handful of festivals in Europe that have a cultural dimension, and Belfort is one of them. You know. The festival here, for us personally, for me personally, is not. If I'm really honest, the last time we played there, I didn't like it at all. I was really like, you know, don't know. Vieilles Charrues is a different kind of thing. The lineup this week has got it's I think Sting's playing and Bruce Springsteen's playing. Yeah, Bob Dylan's playing. It's like I mean, it's a strange lineup, you know. I think between the two French festivals, Belfort was much more suited to like what we wanted to do. But Vieilles Charrues, the last time, I hated it, to be honest. I really hated it. I thought we were shit the last time we played it. We had no idea what we were doing. And I was actually quite ill when we played it. And to combat my illness, I just drank a lot, and I was sick before we went on stage. And it was just like a pretty bad show. Tonight, we understood that we were part of a big, week-long cultural festival, that Vieilles Charrues means something in France. And we approached it differently, and I think that's why we were so much better tonight. We went on stage wanting to be part of the festival rather than wanting to be the best thing at the festival. And it makes a huge difference. I you know, again, it's like it's 10 years ago. I don't have this in me anymore to be the best thing. I don't fucking care really that much. It's that if we're as good as we can be, I hope that we're the best thing. But it doesn't matter. The problem with this press conference is that this might be the best fucking thing at the festival, and you're all missing it, and so am I. It's like, this is just as good as us.
Sorry. Well, last question.
Non, je voulais dire, les Cures sont un groupe qui sont quand même très doués en studio, mais aussi sur scène. Et il y a vraiment une générosité au niveau de la durée, le temps, etc. Et une envie de jouer pour le public. Je voudrais savoir, en 30 ans de carrière, est-ce qu'il y a eu un moment dans la vie du groupe où il a été un peu plus difficile de monter sur scène et de se mobiliser, voilà, est-ce qu'avec un peu moins d'envie, quoi. Et une dernière chose, et c'est personnel, à chaque fois que je vais à un concert de Cure, mon fils me demande si je peux avoir une photo avec Robert. Donc je voudrais savoir si j'ai moyen en partant. Ouais, je suis désolé.
Je suis désolée, les consignes, c'était il n'y a pas d'autographe, il n'y a pas de photo ce soir. Voilà.
Is that like the reason why I'm doing it and they're not? It's not really, is that why? I mean,
so the question was, first,
yeah.
During all your career, was there a moment you didn't feel, you didn't want to go on stage, you didn't want to play, you were less generous?
No, I think that the final thing I'd say, I suppose,
bored, maybe.
well, the reason why The Cure as a group keeps going is essentially because I want to keep going. If I want to stop, it will stop. I hope they're not going to get another singer and be Cure 2, you know, like, maybe they will, I don't know, whoever they are. But between me and Simon, there's like, we're such old friends. We've known each other since we were like 15 years old. There's nothing we don't know about each other. The idea of me continuing The Cure without Simon is impossible. Simon is such a huge part of the group, but he would never sit here. I invite him to every press conference I do. I say, come and talk to your public. He never wants to talk. The same with Jason. They don't want to talk about The Cure. They think it's up to me to talk about The Cure. And it's like, that gives the impression that it is just me. It's just me. But it isn't just me. It really isn't just me. It's Jason, and it's Roger, and it's Reeves, as well as Simon. And that's not me saying like, that's really true. They just don't feel the need or the obligation, perhaps, to talk. You know, they play. They're my band. You know. But The Cure is not about me. Essentially, The Cure is about me with people. It's a big difference. It's like if you go out on your own, it's that difference. If you go out with friends, it's the dimension of what we do. It's, you know. Anyway, that probably wasn't an answer to your question, but it's like something I wanted to say anyway.
You did in a way.
Okay, so, can I go and join my band while they get drunk? I bet you they're all dancing to this. Thank you very much. Sorry if it was a bit weird, but sorry.
Bon. Merci beaucoup.